Good morning, friends. It's time for my favorite time of the week again. I'm glad you tuned in and joined us. We're going to read our memory verse, and then we're going to sing to God. I love to sing to God, but singing's not my gift. My voice isn't great, but you know what? I always tell myself that God made your voice, Becky, so He likes to hear it. So that's what I want you to remember and sing out to Him, and think about the words that you're singing. Think about what it means and what you're telling God, what the song is saying about Him. It's a really good way to focus on Him and to think about all of the amazing things that He's done for us and that He is to us. So let's do that now, and then we'll meet back here, same place, and we'll have a lesson.
I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me.
Though the tears may fall, my song will rise to you. Though my heart may fail, my song will rise to you. While there's breath in my lungs, I will praise you, Lord. In the dead of night, I'll lift my eyes to you. When the waters rise, I'll lift my eyes to you. While there's hope in this heart, I will praise you, Lord. The joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. In the darkness I'll dance, in the shadows I'll sing. The joy of the Lord is my strength. When I cannot see you with my eyes, let faith arise to you. When I cannot feel your hand in mine, let faith arise to you. God of mercy and love, I will praise you, Lord. While you shine with glory, Lord of light, I feel alive with you. In your presence now I come alive, I am alive with you. There is strength when I say, I will praise you, Lord. The joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. In the darkness I'll dance, in the shadows I'll sing. The joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. In the darkness I'll dance, in the shadows I'll sing. The joy of the Lord is my strength. When sorrow comes my way, you are the shield around me. Always you remain my courage in the fight. I hear you call my name, Jesus, I am coming, walking on the waves, reaching for your light. The joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. In the darkness I'll dance, in the shadows I'll sing. The joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. In the darkness I'll dance, in the shadows I'll sing. The joy of the Lord is my strength.
All right, guys, so we have been talking about the life of Jesus on Sunday mornings, and we've gone through several experiences that Jesus had. We talked about his baptism by John the Baptist, and then last week we talked about when Jesus was led out into the wilderness and tempted by Satan, and how much of a gift to us it is to know that we have someone in Jesus who understands being tempted, but who also resisted being tempted, and like we are never completely successful at that, but that he's somebody we can talk to about those things. And also how great it is for us. The good news is that he did resist, and so God's plan is still working, thanks to Jesus. And this week we're going to talk about one of my favorite things to think about is when Jesus came out of the wilderness, he went and what did he do next? If you said that he went and found some friends, some people to come along with him on his journey of teaching others about God's kingdom, that's exactly right. So we're going to look at how Jesus called his special apostles, his 12 friends who followed him. Why did Jesus do this? Why did he go immediately and choose people to be with him? Well, it's always more fun to do stuff with others, right? I mean, if you're going to go on a trip or you're going to do a project or play in the backyard or anything, it's always more enjoyable when you have some people with you. And so Jesus brought some people along with him. Now, I think it's interesting to think about. Usually when I'm doing something that's kind of a big deal, I get people to come because I need help. Like, I need people to help me accomplish things. But did Jesus need help to do the things that he had to do? Well, he didn't. He didn't need the disciples or the apostles to heal. He didn't need them to teach about God's kingdom. He didn't need them to carry out God's plan. So why? Just like I think Jesus does everything, he's doing it for them. He does it for us. He brought them with him on his journey of teaching and healing and miracles, not because he needed them, but because they needed him. He didn't need them, they needed him. And so he knew that if they came with him and walked with him and learned from him and saw the amazing things that he was going to do and saw the people that he healed, and he would get to see people, they would get to see people through his eyes. There's lots of pronouns in this lesson. So they get to see how he sees people, and also they experience his power. So when Jesus leaves and he isn't with them anymore, they have the experiences of him healing and teaching and doing miracles so that they can go and tell other people about him firsthand. That's awesome for them. And they did that. And that is why we have all of the stories that we have about Jesus today is because they went and told everybody about him. The cool thing about us that's similar is that Jesus doesn't need us to tell his story, but he wants us to, and he wants us to know him. He wants us to have experiences with him so that we can tell other people about that. It's like if you want to tell people about how great your best friend is, well, you need to hang out with your best friend, right? You need to do things with your best friend so that you can tell other people what an awesome person they are. And that's how it is with Jesus. When we are close to him and we learn from him and we get peace and comfort and love from him, then it's easy to tell our friends and to tell other people how great it is to have him in our lives. And that's what we want to do. We want to tell people how great he is, but we need to know him to be able to do that. And that's what he did with inviting the apostles to come along with him. And that's what he does with us. He invites us to journey with him and then to tell other people about our experiences with him. So this week, I want y'all to think about all the things that you experience with Jesus, or maybe just one. Maybe you can think of one thing. Maybe he makes you not be so afraid at night. Or maybe he's somebody that you talk to whenever you're upset or feeling lonely. And that's something that you can tell somebody else about. So that's what we're going to do during now and when we meet again. And I hope you guys have a great week. Me and Miss Donna love you so much. And we will see you here next week.